So I mean this in the most disrespectful way possible. The victim blaming of the roommates has gotten very old, and I'm going to tell you why. First of all, let's discuss your evidence thing. Mr. User with a bunch of numbers. You have all this evidence for the Idaho 4. How do you have that? Are you part of the trial? Are you part of the law enforcement that investigated it? Because you sure as hell seem to have a lot more than I and the general public have, and maybe even more than the family. So you're making this decision based on evidence that you have, right? So that must make it true. And as far as walking over bodies, what are you talking about? The house was 3 levels. The roommates were on the bottom level. I believe Xana and Ethan were on level 2 or the main level. And then on the top level is where Kaylee and Maddie were. So nobody's walking over anybody's bodies. And yes, you are absolutely allowed to have your opinion, but here's where it becomes problematic. When your opinion could impact the lives of 2 innocent people, people who are having to deal with their own trauma with this kind of thing, then your opinion deserves to get called out and you get to be told that you're wrong. You have no information, you have no evidence, you are making this up in your head to make it something that it's not, because you can bet your ass, had there been additional people, like Ann Koberger tried to pretend that there was, or a different assailant, then that would have been brought up by this point in time. They would have been facing charges as opposed to being people who were brought in. Do you think that these 2 young girls and Koberger planned this whole thing when there's zero connection between all of them? Come on, give me a break.